Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing what I would like to call the political renaissance. A rebirthing, a reimagining of the Biden administration. And those of you who are regular viewers of Ring of Fire know that I have not been very kind to President Biden pretty much all the way since the 2020 primary started. Wasn't a fan of him, was very critical. Every time he messes up, you make damn sure we're going to talk about it. But I got to tell you, what we have seen from President Biden in the last couple weeks, I don't know who this guy is, but I like him. And I want to see more of this. But I'm not the only one either. Apparently, the American public is looking at this new version of Joe Biden, the fighter who can get things done. The guy that's not pulling any punches, willing to go out there and call Republicans fascists when they need to be called fascists, which is pretty much every day. But the rest of the public sees it too. A month or two ago, polls showed that in hypothetical presidential matchups, Donald Trump was beating Joe Biden by about 5 points, I think. He was also, for the record, beating Bernie Sanders in that poll too. Trump was absolutely headed to a re-election in 2024. Well, things have changed a bit in the last 2 months. And now the polling data shows that President Biden is once again back on top, absolutely decimating Donald Trump in head-to-head matchups by 6 points, which is the largest gap between the two candidates that has been seen since the polling on this issue began. So it's not just that he is once again beating Trump in the polls. It's that he is now beating Trump in the polls by the biggest margin he has ever beaten Trump in the polls. Biden's back, baby. And Republicans hate it. They hate that he did that primetime speech calling them out for the fascists that they are. They hate that we passed the Inflation Reduction Act. They hate that they got student loan debt relief. And all of these things, by the way, everything pretty much that Biden has passed has not been enough. You know, I will still level that criticism against him. Every single accomplishment of this administration has been watered down to hell and back. You know, scaled down from a grand thing to, well, here's a little bit, I guess you can have it. Which is still better than nothing, but my God, I'm getting tired of saying, well, it's better than nothing. I think all Americans are tired of saying, well, it's better than nothing. But at the same time, nothing is what you'll get with Republicans. So it's better to have mild progress than no progress at all. You know, that's kind of what we're looking at. Do we want to go this much better or do we want to stay the same? Everybody's going to say, well, I guess a little bit better. We'd like this much better. But if this is all we can get, then that's all we can get. And yeah, it is all we can get for now. We can hope for better, we can push for better, and we are. And look what we're getting. A year ago, having these accomplishments, because of how weak Biden was, because of his fealty to Manchin and Sinema, these things seemed like an impossibility. But now they're not. Now he's turned the page. Now he's getting tough, right? The era of Democrats cowering before Republicans is over. And the American public is showing him how much they appreciate it. Not just is he beating Donald Trump by 6 points in these new hypothetical matchups, his approval rating has ticked up by 9 points in the last few weeks. Right? 2 to 3 weeks, he's gone up 9 points. The public's liking what they're seeing, and so am I. I'll say that 100%. So if he can keep this up for the next couple weeks and months, Democrats have a good chance of not losing anything in this year's midterms. I know what a lot of you out there are thinking. You're thinking, wouldn't it be amazing if you could wear the Ring of Fire logo across your chest? Well, now you can. Just head on over to our Teespring page to find some awesome merch we're offering for our viewers. We have more designs that are going to be added in the near future, so just follow the link in the description or take a peek at the shelf of merchandise under this video. Thanks for watching.